is the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here.
Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from TA along the sideline all game long. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's the East versus West. And the Charlotte Hornets will be looking to make a statement. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
You know what? Every win counts in this league, and both of these teams want every victory they can get.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of catering. So for the Clippers right now, Bradley and Gallinari are the wingmen. Harris and Gortat are up front, and it's Beverly in at the point guard position. Tobias Harris in his 8th season in the NBA and still just 26 years old.
Yeah, I mean, one season at Tennessee, and he has slowly but steadily improved each year. And, you know, he's gotten stronger, more consistent with his long-range shooting, and he's found his calling as one of those prototype small ball fours.
Kaminsky gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Kaminsky's got 6. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And Beverly kicks to Gortat. To the middle, here's Harris. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Nice bucket, the polished inside game, something Harris relies on.
Gortat with the steal. Gallinari passes to Bradley. Well, Avery Bradley coming off a tumultuous season, traded twice, Steve, and battled a groin injury that eventually required surgery.
You know what's not good? All this in a contract year. Not what you hope for. One of the league's hardest working players. He'll bounce back. Avery Bradley, a 6'2" combo guard. Not a bad ball handler, but he gets most of his shots by cutting without the ball.
Batum dishes to Kaminsky over Harris. Kaminsky misses.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Gallinari passes to Gortat. A nice shot by Gallinari. And as they will tell you, Avery Bradley, one of the best cutters in the league. And you know what, Smitty? He cuts hard.
And a true professional. He sets a good example. His teammates see how he gets after it. And with his speed, tough to stay with him.
And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Beverly. 6 points for Tobias Harris. Hornets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And stolen by Harris. Beverly against Walker. In the corner, Bradley with it. Rebounded by Lamb. Kaminsky inside, guarded by Harris. And the basket by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 8.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
He is a big guy, and Gortat doesn't play the finesse game. This is a guy who's all about drill. Forget about laying it up there. He's going to take the power approach.
Now, here's Walker. Kaminsky dishes to Lamb. Combo trying to break free, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Bradley. Fades away and sinks the tough shot.
Avery Bradley is very comfortable from this range, making it look too easy.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. The Clippers on top, up 2. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum. Either team able to build much much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
And I felt like in that first period, the difference really was their ability to execute offensively.
Yes, and make the extra pass. I love that about their game. So far tonight, extremely unselfish.
Bridges and Williams, your forward pair. Parker and Monk, that's their backcourt. And it's Zeller in the center position. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. And the Clippers, it looks like, looking to create a culture change. A team whose chemistry makes it more than the sum of its parts.
You know, you can have all the talent in the world, but it's hard to win if people aren't pulling in the same direction. They want to create the right environment and then find players who fit.
Williams with the ball. Johnson outside. Picked by Williams. Bridges against Johnson. Shoots a three. They get it again. Scott. It's tipped. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Popovich has done a great job of developing Tony Parker's entire game, and you're seeing it right now at the free throw line.
So much excitement as we tip off the season. Steve, as a player, did you get butterflies on opening night?
You know, Kevin, I remember my rookie year, that first game. We were playing the New York Knicks, led by Patrick Ewing. I mean, the butterflies were flying. And even in my last season, the 14th season, the butterflies were the same. It's something about opening night. It's just special. And no matter whether you're a rookie or you've been in the league 14, 15 years, those butterflies still kick in.
And it tells me you love the game, Steve, even as much your last season as you did in your first season.
And I think it also, Kevin, to add to that, you respect your opponent, even in year 14, 15.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Johnson kicks to Williams. Zeller grabs the board.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Doc Rivers, the coach of the year in 2000 with the Orlando Magic, a championship with the Boston Celtics in 2008, a great career as an NBA coach.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biombo, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Batum comes in for Bridges. Lamb, he's checked in for Monk. And Walker subbed in for Parker. And then for the Clippers, Gortat's checked in for Mike Scott. Molinari comes in for Johnson. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And no doubt both teams competing at a high level, but the consistency has been lacking here. Another lead change.
I like to fight in these clubs. Neither side willing to give an inch. We'll see how it turns out.
Count the basket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Hornets shoot their fifth and sixth free throws of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Bradley's checked in.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
So it's the Hornets now. 19 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Thornwell, the pass to Bradley. Gallinari right side. Good work there as it goes. Gallinari's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay science department, I think he got it off in time.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Hornets.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with the first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte. That about wrap.
Welcome back to Charlotte, the Duke Energy Center, the building in the foreground there. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. We've seen Frank Kaminsky really having a great game.
And through 2 quarters, surprising how aggressive he was offensively.
Yeah, he's a guy who likes to let the game come to him. He really pushed the action. We'll see if that continues here in the second half.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Harris and Gortat are up front. Bradley and Gallinari are the wingmen. And it's Beverly in at the point. The Clippers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
And Marcin Gortat, the Polish hammer, in the final year of a 5-year, $60 million deal. Greg, he's been worth every penny.
He has, but he turns 35 this season. He'll be motivated to earn that next contract, but now on the downslope. We may see his role evolve over the next few years. Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The Clippers trail. And Beverly kicks to Gortat. And it's Gortat finishing it off.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Batum attacking a beautiful reverse layup. Batum's got 6 points.
A beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
Pass to Gortat. Back to Beverly. Gallinari on the wing. Off target with his 3.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Here's Walker. The Clippers grab the miss. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. They'll start a 3-game homestand with that game. Knocks it loose. And thrown by Biyombo. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Outside for Batum. Lamb passes to Biyombo. Gortat with the block. 1:09 left in the third quarter. To the paint. Banked in off the glass. Gortat's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Kaminsky inside. Harris is there. Kaminsky misses. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Gallinari attacking. Harris's shot is good. He's got 8.
A big part of what makes Harris a more physical player right now is he has filled out his frame, and he is able to finish through contact.
Biyombo kicks to Walker. Back to Biyombo, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Some changes for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Williams comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Monks subbed in for Lamb. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Mike Scott's checked in for Gortat. Johnson comes in for Gallinari. Williams, he's checked in for Bradley. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good trying to beat the buzzer. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers ahead, up 2. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court dish.
Yeah, you also have the... Location of the pass puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Parker and Monk, that's their backcourt. Williams is down low, Rizella, and it's Bridges in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
Right there, the body control of Parker. You see the adjustment after contact for the potential and one.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Biombo, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Marvin Williams. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Bridges. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Monk. Now here's Johnson. Here's Harris. Misses off the left iron.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
Kaminsky up and in on the layup. Kaminsky's got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets.
And in a game this tight, a few plays either way can start to turn the tide.
They're trying to spark a run, but with the talent in these lineups, it's hard for either side to break away.
And the Hornets call time here. Checked in for Tony Parker. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. James Borrego had some words for his team over the break. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, this is when you need them, late in the game. It's not all about scoring.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. We went over and back for the Clippers. Todd has come in for Scott, and it's going orange in for Wesley Johnson. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Lamb dishes to Biombo. On the wing, Lamb. He's guarded by Williams. And Nicholas Batum, the bucket on the assist from Lamb. Now it's a 6-point Charlotte lead.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
There's a screen by Gortat. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. Bradley's checked in for Williams. Both shots good from the stripe.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Kaminsky kicks to Walker. Outside for Batum. Pass to Kaminsky. Back to Batum. The feed to Kaminsky. Pass to Biombo. 6 on the shot clock. Gord's out with the rebound.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allows the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Here's Harris. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
What more can you ask for?
Phenomenal here in the clutch. This is what fans tune in to see.
Kaminsky, the best at Lamb. Yes!
Well, this is what every coach emphasizes. Keep your head up, be willing to make the extra pass.
And the Clippers call time here. They're behind by 4. There's 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now he presents our Jordan player of the game.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good position, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Here's Bradley. Feeds to Beverly. Here's Harris. Rebounded by Kaminsky.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Here's Lamb.
Good D by Gallinari. Has a good combination of size and instincts and guards various positions for you.
And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain it. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Every little bit helps. Outstanding work hitting those free throws.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And he commits the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 7. We've got 28 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Kicks to Beverly. Here's Harris. Back to Beverly. On the wing, Harris. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however.
Up and down career for Gallinari. A skill forward with size has struggled because of health.
Here's Scott. Beverly dishes to Johnson. Scott. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Los Angeles making a switch here. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
And Parker just puts so much pressure on your defense with his speed, and he's made a living out of doing that.
That was huge. You need a bucket? Who do you go to? A guy with a lot of skills and heart. Tobias Harris.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
So a close game sees Charlotte taking this one. What a show they put on here tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that's gonna do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew,